Today she's shy, tomorrow she's hosting karaoke. It happens. Didn't we ride in the elevator together? Haven't I seen you?
Yes, I was behind you in line at the concierge.
Ah, that's what it was. Good to see you.
My question was, did you ever get tired of being really sarcastic and wish that you weren't in your part?
Sometimes I just want to get out the old acoustic guitar and bring it down a notch. No, I found it tremendously fun. I think it was such a fun character to play with those guys. You know, they're such good foils for that. Honestly, I love the tenor set by the writers for that character, and really had a good time, playing within that realm. And off she walks. Bye, no thank you. No, it's fine. We're good. Hey, how are you?
Hi, I was wondering in Change Channels if you had a favorite game show you put the boys on, like the Nutcracker or the NCIS?
Wait, repeat the question?
Do you have a favorite game show that you had put them on?
Or a favorite game show?
Or the favorite show that they were on,
Out of the ones that we actually did?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought NCIS was fantastic. Yeah. Or not, it's Miami, it's CSI Miami. And CSI Miami, just because it's so
bad,
spoofed. I know. With the sunglasses and the ridiculous dialogue. If it's your favorite show, I apologize. But it's just so spot on with the way the camera moves and everything about that. I thought this was great.
Thank you.
Did you have a favorite?
The Nutcracker.
You're dirty. Thank you for the question. She actually just loves the ballet. May I help you?
Hi. Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are
See
you?
you.
Good. I just have two real quick things for my question. I just wanted to thank you. Friday night, I had such a great time at karaoke.
Karaoke has turned into, I do several conventions, and karaoke has turned into one of my favorite events. And when it used to be in the bar on its own, I used to never go because it seemed very intimidating. But now that it's sort of private in its own area, I think it's a lot of fun. So, and thank you guys for participating.
Yeah, it was my first time ever karaoke, and I can't really think I'm going to top that, so why try, right?
So you loved it, right?
I had a great time.
You'll come back to karaoke.
So, yes, I'll come back just for karaoke. But only
Done.
Okay. Second thing was your story yesterday about Skipmuck and Fritz Island, the statues and stuff, has actually inspired my mom and I to make the trip to Tonawanda to check it out. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
We're totally gonna go.
I hope you do go check it out. It's really worth seeing.
Which I think we will. It'll be a nice trip. Okay. Anyway, sorry to bore you with that. The last thing is, do you and any of the other characters that have been killed off the show, the actors, have a dead character society?
Those of us who are dead, do we have a dead character society?
Yeah, a little get together.
Isn't everybody on the show dead?
That's true.
It would be like this room full of people. No, I don't, because I don't really know who's. I remember, Aldous and I've met several times at various conventions, and last night we're talking like, are you dead? You dead? So I don't necessarily know what everybody's involvement in the show was, and the organization of putting together a dead person society just seemed like over the top. No, we actually haven't bonded in that regard, but that's a good note for the future.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Enjoy the memorial when you go there. Hi there. How are you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you were going to be reintroduced to the show now, would you want to play someone who is helpful or someone who's causing more trouble again?
I think I like the character I play because I think he balances the line of doing both. I think he messes with the guys, but he has a reason. You may not agree with his reasoning, but he has a solid logic in his own head for why he's screwing with them, whether it's to get Sam ready to not have Dean around, or to prep those guys for Battle of Lucifer, or whatever it is. So I actually dig, sort of walking that fine line in the character I play.
I adore In God We Trust, by the way, one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you. How did you find that online, or did you?
I was looking at your filmography and it showed up, so I watched it. It was fantastic.
I'm glad you liked that. That was In God We Trust is a short film I made many years ago by a young filmmaker. We're very hopeful he'll go on to do great things. Jason Reitman. been nominated for an Oscar twice at this point, so the kid's doing okay. It's one of his first shorts. It was called In God We Trust, and it's a really fun short. So I'm glad you liked it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, my question might, I don't know, you might have encountered it before, you know, in Mystery Spot. Dean died several times, and everyone may have a favorite. Well, you know, was there a way that he didn't die that you would have preferred he died?
You may have stumped the band with that one. I don't think I've been asked that before. Is there a way that he didn't die that I thought he should die?
You know, like getting swallowed by a ground?
Well, because they covered most of the Bugs Bunny, trilogy. So I guess maybe running off a cliff with an animal. I mean, I think they did a really good job of killing him multiple times in hilarious ways. So, gosh, nothing really comes to mind, but obviously you asked the question. Is there a way you would like to see him die? Yeah, you.
Maybe, you know, like, thrown into a wood chipper.
Thrown into a wood chipper?
Oh.
That's not funny at all. And the Coen brothers would have sued the pants off them. That would have been certainly a way to die. I mean, there's so many hilarious ways to die, it's hard to choose.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, you guys, go easy on the drinks. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing very well.
So apparently I've become the messenger for other people's questions.
You should get further from the mic.
Okay, sorry. So, at the last panel, someone here asked me to ask a question for you, and just a few minutes ago, a friend of mine who lives in Chicago texted me and goes, "Is Richard Speight's second panel done yet?" I'm like, I'm in it right now. Can you ask him a question? Well, okay. So, I'm gonna ask
All right, here we go. This is technology working.
Could you ask him if Snoop Dogg knows or is a fan of Supernatural?
Oh, if Snoop Dogg is a fan of Supernatural. All right. I haven't asked Snoop if he's a fan of Supernatural. But if I ever get the chance, I'll pose the question. I've worked with the band a couple times. For those who don't know, I've done a couple of Pepsi commercials with Snoop Dogg. And fans of Pepsi and Snoop Dogg, I'm sure. I've never posed that question. The only question I think I posed to him, he brought me to his dressing room after the last shoot we did, and he had just a ton of people in there. I believe it's called a posse. And the thing was funny, I said, "Hey man, do you mind if I get my camera?" Because the first time we worked together, I didn't get a picture of Snoop, and I'm rarely starstruck, but it's Snoop, and I thought, this is cool. And Snoop bears a striking resemblance to my cousin. I know that sounds weird, but he does. I've known my cousin Snoop for years, so I gotta get a picture of Snoop so I can send it to my cousin. And so I said, "Snoop, do you mind, now that I'm in the inner sanctum, may I go get my camera?" I was like, "Go get your camera." So I run out. Meanwhile, Snoop has already been taking pictures of me with every person in the dressing room with a Polaroid. One of those tiny Polaroids. He's snapping pictures with tiny Polaroids of me and a bunch of dudes and me and a bunch of women, and he makes me wear sunglasses. He forces me to wear, he's like, "What are you doing?" So I'm wearing sunglasses, getting my picture with various people, and I'm thinking, I want a picture with Snoop. That's right. So I said, "Do you mind if I get my camera?" He's like, "Go get your camera." So I run to get my camera, and at the same time, because we're done with the shoot, and the people, I did that, like, in trouble. Lynn, it's me, I swear. Like, people are getting booted. Okay, good. I'll let you guys fight it out. So I was, where was I doing? Oh yeah, so it was the end of the shoot, and I was still wearing the Pepsi Max driver garb, So when I went to get my camera, I changed out of the garb into my normal t-shirt and came in, and Snoop goes, "Dude, you switched out of the clothes, man! You put the clothes